And it's going to be to the up back, Deckert. They didn't want to do that. Deckert, another great kickoff return for the Warriors. Still churning on his feet all the way to the 33. Just the type of start the Warriors needed.
He's made a few plays now on both sides of the football. Defensively, he's been the best Warrior out there. He forced the fumble that led to the Gettysburg touchdown. He's had numerous tackles, and now as the up back takes the kick and fumbles all the way down to the 37, and great field position once again for the Warriors.
Showed a lot of speed on that play too, and great hands. Not an easy catch. He made it look easy. 1st and 10 Warriors. Slot to the near side, I formation behind Wilt. Second man through is Hill. Correction, Celius on the carry. Got about a yard or two.
Yeah, wasn't much there that time for Celius.
We're playing off Matt Heiser's bench via Tyler Kaiser. He splits to the near side. Split backs behind Wilt. He gives it to Hill off the right side. He kept it himself that time. Great execution, great fake by Hill, and a bit of his own read, and Wilt got about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, Wilt does a real nice job decoying and faking on every play, so that when he does keep the football, it looks like it was the fake from the play before. The officials last week, to the point where we had an inadvertent whistle, and Wilt was still on his feet.
And to Hill's credit, he got tackled even though he didn't have the ball. Nice throw out there by Wilt, his first completion of the night, and it's good for first down yardage. Little hitch pattern.
It looked like, was that Campbell on the reception or possibly?
I had Sherman. To Tyson Sherman.
Sherman makes the reception. Looked like the Gettysburg right tackle might have moved just a smidge before the snap, and the Watford faithful clearly thought of it.
Got away with it though. There's Celius to the left side and finds a big hole close to first down yardage. Looks like about a half yard short. Warriors with 10:05 to go in the third quarter trying to mount a tying touchdown drive.
Take the sticks down and call that a first down. Celius now with 26 yards rushing on the evening. Gettysburg first and 10 at the 15.
Wilt under center. Going to take it on the sneak. That's that audible that he likes. He saw something there, and positive yardage, maybe 6-7 yards.
It's amazing how they get 5-6 yards out of that quarterback sneak, and they do it consistently. And it's not a situation where, the next time they run it, they get 6 inches. They saw him do it a couple years ago against Greencastle. I think the quarterback had over 100 yards rushing for the quarterback sneak.
And we saw the Milton Hershey game in the playoffs. I'll talk about that after this play. Celius off the left side. It looks like he's close to first down yardage inside the 5. Near the 5-yard line. Yeah, and first play from scrimmage, Milton Hershey, the quarterback, fumbled the snap, picked it up, and then went about 80 yards right through the defense of the Warriors. So sometimes the fumble, the defenders relax.
Exactly.
Wilt on the go, 1st and goal at the 3. Celius again off the left side. He dives. He's near the end zone. No indication yet from the officials.
I think he's going to be just short. And now they're in position for a traditional quarterback sneak, I believe.
They could call this one in the huddle. And that's the call. And Tyler Wilt close to the end zone, and he's in. A 1-yard plunge for Tyler Willett, his second touchdown of the night, and with 8:36 to go in the third quarter, New Oxford leads Gettysburg by a point. Extra point attempt coming up as the Warriors will try to tie it.
So the Warriors take the opening kick of the second half and have a chance to draw even, pending the extra point from Yingling.
Yingling's kick is up and good, and we are tied. 8:36 to go, a brand new ball game here on ESPN 1320.
And by Gettysburg American Legion Post 202, they are proud sponsors of the Wounded Warriors Benefit Golf Tournament on September 24th at the Bridges Golf Course in Abbottstown. To register or for more information, contact manager Tom Ford. It's a 9 o'clock shotgun start and a 7:30 registration. Contact Tom by email at manager@GettysburgAmericanLegion.org. That's manager@GettysburgAmericanLegion.org. You've served our country, you serve our community. For all you do, Post 202, we salute you. And by the Blue and Gray Bar and Grill.
Yingling will kick it off. It's a high end-over-end kick. Brown gathers it in around the 17 to the left side, and he's hit. And he fumbled the football. It looks like New Oxford able to recover, but that was a dangerous moment for the Colonials.
New Oxford right there here at the start of the second half, but a blue shirt on top of the football, and New Oxford with it. Their first second half possession.
John Wessel at the controls. 4 wideouts in the formation. Furious Ashford in motion has the football. Able to skirt the edge, but there's a flag, so this might be coming back.
Right at a big offensive line. I think this one's going to come back. And I thought it was going to be a hold, but it almost looked like he's got a hold from right there at the 25. Be first and 20 once they step this up. But Ashford had some running room, and it was a different look than what Gettysburg had seen in the first half. So some adjustments made at halftime by the Colonial staff as well.
New Oxford now 5 penalties for 35 yards, so if you want to be critical, you can say that's one area the Colonials have hurt themselves. First and 20. After the Warriors tie the game. Colonials with 14 unanswered, got out to that big lead, and the Warriors just kept chipping away and, like you said, cashing in the opportunities they've been given.
Exactly. The big kickoff return by Decker gave him great field position, and they found the end zone.
They pitch it to Josh Schultz. He's around the left side, still on his feet out near the 30. No flags. So a big gain for Josh Schultz, the tailback out of the I formation. They pitched it to him, and he got a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. It looks like it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, big 15-yard gain for Schultz that time. Did a nice job turning the corner, getting his motion going upfield.
At left side, left tackle is Brock Hartman. We talked about him, the 299-pounder. If I were running back, I'd kind of see where he was headed and maybe try to duck in behind him.
Find him and run.
2nd and 5. Wessel rolling to his right. A short pass is caught. Ashford shrugs off one tackler and then is finally nailed after a pickup of about 3 yards.
Yeah, Jackson had the coverage in the flat and made the first hit, stood Ashford up, but he was able to shake that tackle off, pick up an extra yard, and make it just 3rd and 2.
So Wessel in the huddle.
Wessel now 5 for 9 since entering the game. That's what I had him for.
3rd and short. Great read by Wessel, but then he slipped and fell, and that's going to cost him the first down. It looked like he might have had it, but he slipped on the turf on the zone read, and it looks like the Colonials are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, he had an opening to the outside, and then all of a sudden Jackson was coming right at him. He tried to cut back to the inside and get that first down, and he slipped down. Unfortunate. It's 4th and a yard, but they've kept the offense out there.
Well, I guess they say, Gettysburg can go for it, 4th and 1 from their 30. Why can't we? Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides here. Less than a yard. 4th down to go. Wessel, I'm not sure he got it.
I don't think he did.
He tried to go off the right side, and great job by the Warrior defense to stack it up. Christian Giron is the nose tackle, 5'8", 240. And he really clogged the middle that time. No gain for Wessel. I don't understand this. These coaches, they got nerves of steel.
Playing on house money, I suppose, but some courageous decisions that haven't worked out for either of them.
Well, there might be another way to describe it, depending on your point of view.
There might be. I've had a few texts wondering about some of it.
Looked like a fumbled exchange. Warriors lucky to fall on it. Wilt maybe got a yard on the deal.
Yeah, the fumble went a little bit forward, but clearly a juggled snap, and Gettysburg fortunate to maintain possession.
So the short fields that have been handed to the Warriors, if they can capitalize again, they can go in front. 14-14 with 5 and change to go in the 3rd. Wilt under center. Keeps it himself. Got a few yards twisting forward, but it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
But somehow, I think the ball might have ended up in Hill's hands. But either way, they're inside the 30 and a 3rd and really about 5, but probably 4 down territory here. So 2 downs to get the 5 yards for Warriors.
Apparently there's no place that isn't 4 down territory game.
Well, that's true.
Wilt hands it off. Celius bounces outside, but there's a flag on the play, so you figure this one's coming back.
And now you get an interesting decision if you're watching. They stopped getting 4th and 5 or so. I don't think Celius really picked anything up on the play. Maybe he did pick up 2, so it'd be 4th and 3. Or do you want to march them back 10 yards and make it 3rd and 15?
I'd take the 10 yards.
I think they're going to take the 10 yards.
Yes, put the pressure on that untested Gettysburg offense.
That's exactly right. And that's what they do. And it takes it back to the 36.
So holding on the Warriors, and now they have a 3rd and about 11.
But again, 2 downs to work with. At this point of the field, although Gettysburg's punted when we thought they were going to go for it, went for it when we were sure they were going to punt.
Unpredictability. And now the Warriors, they need to talk about it. We'll send it back to the studio. 14-all with 4:08 to go in the 3rd here on ESPN 1320. Chance to thank our sponsors at Community Media. They include R&S Service Center, 535 York Street in Gettysburg, for all your automotive repairs, and State Farm agent Mike Ball. He's got all your bases covered, home, health, auto, life. Give him a call, 334-4908. C.E. Williams Sons Inc. since 1943 for all your paving and excavating needs. Thanks, Jim Williams and all the good folks at C.E. Williams, 334-5511. Also, Gettysburg Post 202, the Wounded Warriors Tournament. Airy 1562, the Gettysburg Eagles. Blue and Gray Bar and Grill on the Square in Gettysburg. Kenny's Marketplace, stores to serve you in Littlestown, Spring Grove, Tonytown, Gettysburg, and Biglerville. And East Berlin, BFW Post 8896. Thank you, one and all. Third and 14. Wilt takes the snap, runs the read option to the left side, and he's spun out rather, and finally dropped for about no gain. So it'll bring up 4th and 13. And there's that pooch kick we've been talking about by Wilt, and not much there on the pooch kick, maybe 15 yards.
Oh, and Wessel was in on defense and just kind of had it bounce up right into his midsection. Had no choice but to catch it. Good hands from the sophomore to avoid a potential muff of that punt.
So New Oxford not burned by their nerve when they went for it on 4th and a yard, didn't pick it up, and they somehow dodged a bullet there. Still tied at 14. Josh Schultz off the left side, another big hole, and he's got about 12 yards.
Good running by Schultz here to start the second half. 27 yards after intermission for Schultz, who was a workhorse, scored all 3 touchdowns for the Colonials last week at Bermudian.
Really has paid his dues. He got a lot of work as a sophomore when Wes Beans kind of ran the show. Last year was Hunter Ringrose, and now it's his turn, and he's really shown so far.
Just short of 100 yards rushing last week. On his way to that mark here this evening.
Wessel rolls out and finds him in. There's Roll, the sure-handed, reliable tight end for a gain of 9. Oh, there's the tight end. Underappreciated, underutilized, but sometimes so effective.
New Oxford's found that tight end several times this evening, with both quarterbacks looking for him off the rollout.
Well, they're usually covered by linebackers, so in theory it's a mismatch in favor of the offense. 2nd and 2, Wessel under center, high backs behind him. He slips it to Schultz off the left side again. Not much running room, and there's your guy, Deckert. Holds Schultz to a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
So they've got two downs here to get that yards on, Jeff.
Yeah, right. Nobody punts anymore.
That's right.
It's like backyard football. We don't punt.
Exactly.
We go for it on 4th down. That's what men do. 3rd and a yard. Trevon Brown split to the near side. Zavaleski to the far. Ibacks behind Wessel. Somebody flinched on the right side of that line, and that's big because
that's a big penalty. It's 5 yards, but it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 6 now. You're going to probably change your play call. You might even go back to Myers looking to pick up a yard. They haven't gone to him in a while. Now maybe they're keying on Schultz to try to go outside, and maybe the middle's open, but the penalty changes everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Play call, where they are still in that I formation.
Well, it looks like Fairfield's rebounding in a big way, up 21-0 on Jimmy Buck. Wessel had it slip out of his hands, and now he's going to lose yardage. He's lucky to regain the fumble, though.
Yeah, exactly. It could have been really bad for New Oxford there, as Gettysburg has a man down on the field, and that's Corbin Garcia, who calls a lot of the Gettysburg defensive sets. And he's down. Looks like maybe those just cramps
Well, he's got his helmet off. So with the score tied 14-all, a minute 10 to go in the third, we'll pause here on ESPN 1320.
It's all happening on the square in Gettysburg, Adams County's preeminent sports bar. Live bands every Wednesday and Friday night. Black Hand rules the night on Wednesday. 20 flat screens. Special Monday night football menu. Keith and Amanda Petters serving up victuals, libations galore. It's the place to be in Gettysburg on the square, the Blue and Gray Bar and Grill, and by Gettysburg Fraternal Order of Eagles, Airy 1562. The Gettysburg Eagles reopened and ready for business. A new kitchen and menu, Monday night, wing nights, nightly specials.
And New Oxford decides to punt it. They kick it away. It's a 30-yard punt returned by Sherman. Once again, into the New Oxford territory. So Warriors again with excellent field position.
That short field again for Gettysburg. And again, good special team kick return for the Warriors. That time Sherman picked up about 25 on the return.
It's definitely been a highlight for this team out here, the return game and the kickoffs and the punts. I formation now behind Wilt. It's Celius getting the handoff. Keeps his feet good and falls forward for about 5 yards. Pretty strong young man.
Yeah, he drugged several players with him. It looked like it was going to be about a gain of 1 or maybe 2. And he ends up getting down to the 35 and give him 5.
2nd and 5. Warriors trying to take the lead. 28 seconds to go in the third. Warriors have the only touchdown so far here in this period. Offset backs behind Wilt. It's Celius again. Cuts back, finds a hole, and struggles forward for first down yardage. He's got 10 yards on the carry, and a Warrior first down.
Celius, just a junior, 6'1", 180. He runs very hard and kind of picks and chooses his way. And as I said earlier, he's kind of the option for Gettysburg, both between the tackles and he can get outside as well. But doing a nice job here in the second half.
Great second effort after the initial hit. And that'll end the third quarter. We're tied. 14-all here in New Oxford on ESPN 1320.